In the past year, there have been some albums that have come out from like really classic people, and I've listened to them and I've talked with my buddy Rich about them and usually been disappointed because they've just kind of lost their mojo, as it were.
Okay.
Not Sting. Have you heard any of Sting's new album?
Does it stink?
It is freaking absolutely fantastic. Absolutely. If you listen to it, especially a song, I mean, they're all great, but there's the song Harmony Road blows my mind. But the album's called The Bridge. It's Sting's brand new album. It's just quintessential. He is doing what an artist should do. He's just continuing to do this. He's just unbelievable. I've always loved Sting. Since the Police days, I've always loved Sting. Got to see Sting in concert. Got to have a moment with Sting in his concert because I was in the second row. You know who Sting is, right, Corbin?
What? Hey, welcome back to our Stupid Reactions. I'm Corbin.
I'm Rick.
I was just letting you reminisce. Were you nostalgismed?
I was nostalgismed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sting will do that to me.
Yeah.
Sting will do that to everybody.
He stings you.
Yeah.
Today we got a song. I think it's a Tamil song from a Mani
By
Ratnam
Sting?
Mani Ratnam film. A.R. Rahman, our non-bar, and it's.
So which one is the...
This is the song,
That's the song. The song is Kaatru Veliyidai,
and this is the film,
Saarattu Vandiyila,
starring Karthi and say that name.
Aditi Rao Hidari.
That is all I know.
Forgive mispronunciations as
Can't
always.
wait for our first in-theater Mani Ratnam film coming up.
Me, frickin' too.
He's probably one that he's even though like he's different than like a S.S. Rajamouli, because obviously S.S. Rajamouli likes his action and his grandeur.
Right.
He's still one of those directors that he likes to do stuff on a big
On a
scale.
grand scale.
Different than Rajamouli, but
Yeah.
he's still equally as. But he just focuses a lot on his intimate stories.
Yeah,
feel.
intimate stories on a grand scale. Like
Yeah.
there's always these very personal relationships.
With beautiful songs, always.
Yeah, real personal relationships, but the stories are large. Kind of like, I mean, I could go down the list of films that, but he's very particular. That's one of my favorite things about him.
Yeah, here we go. Really interesting lighting.
Yeah, it is. A lot of shadow. And now it's almost fluorescent. That's awesome.
Holy just makes everything cinematic. Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Holy just makes everything cool.
Yeah, it does.
Yep, giving birth. That's a lot to do when you're that pregnant.
Guys, relax. Okay, don't panic. Yeah? And don't push till we reach the hospital.
Don't push till we get.
Yeah, dancing around like that will start you in some contractions right there.
So pineapple. That's what they say. At least.
That's what they say. It's true.
That was a gorgeous song.
Beautiful song.
I love whether it was Holy or what some other just event that they were throwing
Right.
colorful. It just makes like part of it almost reminded me of the Holy song in Sanjay Lub and Sali's Ram Leela.
Yeah.
Just how beautiful it makes everything.
Yeah.
Every color is so vibrant and beautiful.
And it becomes the smoke, and it's on everybody's skin. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, I just love it. Really, really pretty song. Really interesting cinematography and lighting.
I loved in the song the moments when the women were singing and their vocals were so close to each other. One was a monotone thing just the whole time, and then the other one was kind of moving around it. It was a really, really cool. Worked better for me with the female vocals than did the guys' vocals, but the whole thing was really cool.
I still think it'd be cool to be part of like an Indian big song number.
Oh my stars, yes. Kidding?
Especially like something of this scale. Just because it's massive.
Yeah.
And I want to know the process.
Yeah.
Is it just, it's just like
From concept to final edit.
just anything? Is it just like a music video? It's just like shooting a music video. You have to do it 10. I bet certain times you only have like one shot at it for like.
It really depends.
Especially
yeah.
if it's a thing that needs a bunch of color thrown. The cleanup for that. If you don't get it right,
If you don't get it on the first take, the cleanup would be crazy.
because
if
you
don't
can't
get
be on
that.
the ground or on people before.
Right.
So you have to get that shot right, or at least maybe that's probably why they like try to get a wide of the initial one.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, you know what a stupid thing that people are debating for Dev? Because they think they say Ranveer is like shorter than
Ranbir.
I don't know what the stupid argument is, right? But I don't think people like height makes no difference in filmmaking.
No.
Do you know how tall or short Tom Cruise is? Have you ever noticed in a film how tall or short Tom Cruise is? No, you haven't. They can make you look as tall or short as they want. It's
Yes.
all angles.
Never met him, but I've been told he's 5'7".
He's a short guy.
Yeah.
Bet you never noticed that.
For
in
an
the mission.
action superhero, dude. Yeah, Sylvester Stallone, we are the exact same size.
He's shorter than I am.
Yeah. Stallone and I are exactly the same size and almost the same weight.
It literally makes no difference your height,
Yeah.
unless you are technically a little person.
Right, exactly.
Even then, because they made a massive person look like Gimli.
Right. Exactly.
Gimli was the biggest person on set.
Yeah, so what, there's an argument about who should play it because of their physical size?
Well, there's arguments all over the place. Like some people, Ranbir fans, not Ranbir himself, think that if Ranveer comes in, he's going to take all the credit from all the time that Ranbir's put in. But I'm like, okay, if Rithik's cast, why isn't the argument made for Rithik taking his credit?
Right.
Like, it's a movie. You require multiple people to make a movie.
This is going to be groundbreaking news, really mind expanding, but the person you should cast in the role of Dev is whoever is best for the role of Dev.
And then people are also like, I think they're still like bitter, but of like, Shahid was amazing in Padmavat, but obviously the guy who took the everybody by storm it's the more
comes with the territory, guys.
that what I said, I was like, just because Heath came in doesn't discredit what Christian Bale did in Dark Knight.
You can't, no, and I guarantee, if you've talked to Christian Bale about that, he's not upset. I've heard him talk about it, and his first thought was, holy crap, why wouldn't you be happy that Heath did what he did? Or anybody that you're working with. Why wouldn't you want everybody at their best?
In their role, doing the best possible job they can.
And there's no way to predict when you're on. If you're even thinking about that, you clearly are not thinking about it in terms of, like, remember that interview we saw, Irfan talking about one of the big differences between Indian cinema and Hollywood was that in India it's about the stars, and in Hollywood it's about story, and that's the thing that continually baffles me.
Yeah, and it's changing. Obviously, it's nowhere near what it used to be in terms of Indian cinema, in terms of just being about the star. I think we're finding out that it's becoming, people want the story.
Yeah, because if you take it back to its origins of what this is, theater is storytelling, and storytelling begins and ends with everybody sitting around a fire at night, and somebody comes up with a once upon a time. I think the most important thing in that moment is the once upon a time, not who's telling the story.
Yeah, it's. I think there's a lot of weird bitterness for some reason because of the Deepika thing, which has nothing to do with any of the fans. I was just like,
I know,
like, you didn't date her.
I know,
she would never date you.
It kind of hits close to home in this way because there's a personal experience I know of that you know better than I do, and that has to do with the triad that is Jennifer Aniston, Brad Pitt, and Angelina Jolie.
Yeah, that
does happen here.
Yeah. Anyways, great song. I'm very excited for the next Mani Ratnam film in theaters that we'll be seeing, and I hope it's absolutely fantastic. Let us know what other A.R. Rahman and Mani Ratnam songs we can react to down below. Juice!